Hello everyone and welcome to this special series on the struggles of women in the Great Lakes region. In this episode, the Sankofa arises in South Sudan to listen to our 5 magnificent fighters.
African History Daily by my daddy.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Sarah Nyibak Chad. I'm the head of Virtuous Women of Rebuilding Ministries International. It's a women group that is under Rebuilding Ministry. And what we do is actually to impact the lives of women socially, economically, and even spiritually.
Yeah, my name is Nyabat. I will call it. I'm a business. I have a store. I'm selling clothing, beads, special perfume for South Sudanese women, and I have a small shop for grocery.
There's a leader called by the name Jelamina Mading Bilqui, businesswoman. She's the chair lady of Women Federation Club. She will speak in Arabic.
It's me, Jelamina Mading Bilqui. أنا متاجر بأعمال اليدوية كله سوق أي شغل اللي بيعمله النسوان بيت نحن قاعدين نعمل في زمن طويل مثلا زي عين ده بتاع تمساح الصغار ده بنعمل بيدين بتاعنا بدينا تجارة زمن طويل والله ده هسه نحن قاعدين فوقه بنجمع كجروب تاني بنمشي نقوموا بنمشي نجيبوا حاجات في أوغندا دقيق سكر كله حاجات من الأنواع نحن قاعدين نجيبوها نمرة 2 بدينا بيدين بتاعنا برانا لكن لو نحن لاقين سلفية عشان ندون له عشان نقدر ندفر التجارة بتاعنا اللي قدام نحن بنستفيدوا لكن ما قاعدين يعني نكسر لانه بنساعد الرجال بتاعنا رجال في مدارس رجال مرض عيان كله برجعنا ورا كتير يعني احنا ما عندنا راس مال كبير لو لقينا راس مال كبير نحن بنعمل اي حاجة مستحيل في بلد بتاعنا في دولة بتاعنا عشان كده نحن دايرين مساعدة عشان نلقوا كيف نلقوا سلف ما دايرين مساعدة عشان يساعدونا عشان كيف نشيلوه نحن دايرين سلفيات عشان نقدر نعمل شغل تاني نقوي أعمال بتاعنا نقوي أعمال يدوية حتى الجروب اللي بيشتغلوا معنا داير قروش داير يساعدوه عشان يدوم أنت بتشيل جروب كبير تقعد تشتغل مع كل أحجار الأعمال اليدوية داير عشان تقول تعب مجموعة عشان نكون في مكان واحد ده الحاجات نحن قاعدين نعملوها ما في مساعدة عشان كيف نلقوا سلفية في أي جهة ما في مساعدة.
Hello, my name is called Rachel Alec. I'm a journalist by profession, the founder of Real Woman magazine, and the editor at the same time.
My name is Peter Malir, Director of Christian Agency for Peace and Development.
What has been your role in this long struggle for gender equality since the Beijing Declaration in 1995?
My role is to see women empowerment in our society, because women are the force that will pull up our society. So it really makes me happy to see women empowered, to see young women going to school, having equal opportunities in life. And it's really my cry to see women have education so that they can become the leaders of tomorrow.
Like a woman is still struggling. Just the women need help. If there is some women and they want to do something, but they don't have title to do it. But if there is help from our government or organization or like UN or like this one, a South Sudanese woman, I'm talking for all women, but I'm talking about South Sudanese women because we just new country and those things block us.
عشان ما في حاجة جانا في نحن مستمرين في شغل تاعنا بيدين تاعنا كان جاد حاجة لو مساعدة لو أي حاجة لو سلفية ما لقيناه نحن مدردقين بيدين بتاعنا حاجات نحن بنبيعوه يلا بنشتغل فوق ما عندنا أي حاجة جانا في أي اتجاه ما في مساعدة.
To be honest, I don't know what was signed in 1995, but we as women in this continent, we have come a long way. So my role as a person is that since established the Real Woman magazine, I have made sure that it becomes a platform for women to share their ideas and learn from each other and make their own decisions on how to become a successful people. That's the whole thing. So it is more of awareness and giving information because information is power.
Thank you. I think my role in gender equality has been that equality is one of the most important agenda for humanity. having both gender, having equal opportunities, having equal space to interact and engage and move and do things in development in the 21st, especially in the 21st century, is a fundamental things that we, all of us, have invested our time and skills to make sure gender equality is a primary context and it's a primary agenda to move the countries and Africa in one level.
With regard to African countries, in particular your country, what conclusion do you draw?
In regards to my country, I think we are getting there. We are beginning to see how international communities are doing their things. And recently we had a female vice president for the first time in a country like South Sudan. So it is something, the conclusion I draw for my country is that there is hope and things are going to work out for the better.
Yeah, like some African countries, they're not like us. Because they didn't have situation like us, but us, we need like do something for women, to give them something to do businesses, can go out. Like me, I can go to Uganda, do my business. Women from Uganda come here, do her business. But it's how we are blocked.
دارين تنمية في دولة بتاعنا نسوان يدخلوا يدين فوق عشان يعملوا تنمية في بلد ولو عندهم أكثر حاجة يشتغلوا عشان البلد ده يكون كويس يكون عندنا سلام في بلدنا ويكون عندنا أي حاجة نقدر نعملها في استقرار لو ما عندنا استقرار حاجات ما بيجي.
To start something is not always easy. South Sudan has undergone a lot of conflicts since 1956 or our own struggle since 1983 as South Sudanese, yeah. So, but it has not been easy because, we have a lot of issues including cultural stereotype that a woman should not do A and a woman should not do B. But for me, it is all about doing the things that we think they're good for our people. So if anything a woman is doing is not bad, then there is no need to attach it to a cultural background or something. So I think all we need to do is that we should tell women to wake up and allow their girls and boys to study, because at the end of the day, if we have a better education for everybody, then it will be easy to fight all these negativities about our past and stuff. So the whole thing we need is just to focus on education, because an educated person doesn't mind about what happened in the past. It is about the present and the future.
The conclusion are there are specific contexts that can measure in my country. My country has been at war for many years, and now that the country is finally getting into forming a transitional government, which actually bring the country and people closer to equality. Because having a functional institution, having peace in our country helps to balance the equation of talking about gender and opportunities. So in the context of my country, things are optimistic, and we hope a lot of good things are going to happen for South Sudan, and a lot of good things are going to be seen happening for gender equality.
What are the reasons for the delays and remaining issues?
The reasons were they have been because of conflict and war, as people know what South Sudan has been going through. But with this opportunity for peace, I believe we are moving forward.
Yeah, the reason is that my country will go, but this war will take us back. Even conflicts and all this. But if now is peace camp, we're gonna be okay.
أما إلوتانا محدود لانه قاعدين في مالواي ما في شوارع إننا بنيوس نبيعوا حاجات أنا ونمشي ولايات تانية عشان نمشي نبيعوا حاجات تانا ده المشكلة اللي بواجهنا لأن إحنا قاعدين في مالو السوق لما يكون قاعد في مكان واحد ما بيتحرك إنه في شوارع لو ما في شوارع السوق ما بيتحرك عشان نمشي أي محل هو بخلينا نفقد كل ولاية محتاج يعطوا ولاية ده محتاج أكل ولاية ده محتاج ملابس محتاج أي حاجة لكن شوارع محدودة ما في شوارع مواصلات إلا بطيارة ده بيكلف تكلفة كتير لو عندنا مؤتمرات دايرين نمشي فوق ما قاعد نلقى شيء بسرعة عشان كيف نلحق المؤتمر بتاع سيدات الأعمال في أي دولة.
My country, to be honest, we're doing well because the atmosphere we are in right now, we like starting to form the government. We have the 5 vice presidents and the president, and we're hoping that the new cabinet will be announced so soon. And from there, we will start up something we have been longing for, a peaceful South Sudan. It was chaos in the past, but right now, as I'm speaking, I think we are breathing in some kind of relief a little bit myself. Everyone is excited. To be honest, I've never supported anything done by the government or by the IO when it comes to politics. But to be honest, the decision that was made a few weeks ago that they have to agree on something and bring peace. Peace is all we want, you know that?
I have already mentioned the number of delay or issues affecting the process and progress of gender equality has always been education, cultures, and wars, especially in the context of my country. So, and those factors are clearly, projected and are a stumbling block to seeing, gender being portrayed or seen to take space into society like my society. Fighting clearly issues of cultures that deprives the gender, talking about female and male, their roles are quite very distinct. And of course, looking at some of the cultures that deprives women, to be able to play certain roles that are meaningful in their lives and in the society. So these are some of the challenges that we see clearly.
How do you see the future of the rights of African women and in your country?
So the future of African women, like I said before, for the first time now we have a female vice president. So I believe as South Sudanese women, we're beginning to see that there is equality, equal opportunities for women even in the government. And in positions of leadership, women are being recognized. So I feel like South Sudan is getting somewhere generally.
The right for African women in my country, like sometimes the men want women to stay home, to be a housewife. But women now want to do business. Women now in a ministry and all these things. If we need something like schooling and all these things. Yeah, for South Sudan and all African women.
لو أنا يعني لمينا يدينا وأفكار بتاعنا في مكان واحد رؤية بتاعنا بمشي لقدام يعني يكون لنا تعاون في بعض كنساء بلد بتاعنا بيبقوا كويس لأنه بلد بتاعنا غنية فوق أي حاجة كل شيء فوق ما بكون جعان لكن لو نحن متفرقين في بلد كله كل زول عنده فكرة بتاعه براو ما متجمعين سوا اللي يكون لنا وحدة في بعض كنساء.
The future is bright, let me be honest, because we have young people who have come up like yourself, adult, and we have other young women and young girls who really want to make this country a great country. So I think all we want is that we just need to cooperate and do things as women and include our men because they are our allies at the end of the day. So we don't need to leave them out. We have to support each other hand in hand. Men have to support our activities and we have to support the activities for us to have a better country.
The future is optimistic. A lot needs to be done, especially focusing on the challenges that faces African women. And looking in the context of South Sudan, the country needs to be at peace so that agendas of peace are prioritized, so that you strike a balance between gender equality and having to look at issues of culture affecting them.
Do you have a final word to the podcast listeners?
To the podcast listeners, I would love to say thank you for giving South Sudan this opportunity. Keep watching out this space for South Sudan because great things are going to come out of this nation. Thank you.
The last question is there is some woman outside there. They want to do something, but if there is help, we need to help them. Sometime in my shop here, some women, they bring things, I took it to sell it for them and like that. We need just help. Let women to come out and do something. Thank you.
حاجة أنت نقول للناس بتاعنا أول ساعة يتاجروا دايرين وحدة في بعض دايرين تعاون في بعض بتاعنا عشان نكون نبقى زي النساء في نيجيريا لو كان ما لموا يدينهم سوا ما كان هم بكون أغنياء لأنه هسه دي مرة في نيجيريا ما زي نحن لكن احنا دايرين نساعد نفسنا عشان كيف نعمل شغل سوا عشان نبقى نمشي للقدام ده الحاجة احنا دايرين تعاون بعضنا بس.
I need your support. Let this peace be something permanent, ya Jama. We all tired and we all want this country to be better. For it to be better, it is for us to join hands. I know we have our own differences as communities, as individuals, but we should let that thing be behind us and we do something better for this country. Because if we have peace, they said Junuba did, which means South Sudan is big. You can go and do any business anywhere, make your crop somewhere, rear your cows and chicken anywhere. So long there is peace, you can walk by foot from here to Numili. It is all welcome. So all I wanted to say is that let us cooperate as young people and all the citizens of South Sudan. And to African, please support us. We need your support. Because for Africa to be what we want to see, the Africa we want to see, and the Africa we want our kids to enjoy, all have to support each other and do something better for our Africa. We are able, we know everything. All we want is that we have to join hands and have supporting each other. Shukran.
Yeah, I don't have much, but it is important to continue advocating and working more closer as partners and as a region to start closing the gap around the issues that affects gender equality.
My African cliché of the day is a wonderful quote from the American writer Rebecca West. I quote, "I myself have never been able to find out precisely what feminism is. I only know that people call me a feminist whenever I express sentiments that differentiate me from a doormat or a prostitute."
Thank you to all the women who keep fighting so that women do not remain doormats in South Sudan. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow.